Frank Zappa was once quoted as saying, "You can't be a real country until you have a beer and an airline." It helps if you have some kind of football or some nuclear weapons, but at the very least, you need a beer. Tonight, I'm going to tell you a little bit about craft beers that are made here in America. Most of us know how to find a Budweiser or a bottle of Miller Lite, but I prefer a beer that's not mass-produced and has a richer flavor, and I tend to find that in a good craft beer. Tonight I'm going to define for you what a craft beer is and what type of brewery brews craft beers, tell you a little bit about the different types of brews, tell you how to get started making it at home if you would like, and if not, where you can purchase them. So let's start by defining for you what a craft beer is. And generally speaking, a craft beer is a beer that is not made in a large brewery such as Anheuser-Busch or Miller Coors. According to craftbeer.com, to be a craft brewery, you have to produce less than 65 million barrels of beer per year. You also have to be owned, less than 25% of the company has to be owned by a person who is not themselves a craft brewer. And I hope I'm explaining that correctly, but let me kind of define that for you. So if I am not a craft brewer and I own more than 25% of a brewery, it cannot be considered a craft brewery. And third, they have to brew their beer in a traditional manner, meaning that they use malt and other ingredients to enhance flavor rather than lighten the flavor. Now that you know what a craft beer is, I'm going to talk to you a little bit about the most popular types of brews. One of the world's major brews are pale ales. According to the book World of Beers, a book written by Dr. James Ducard, a pale ale is made of hops that are dried with Coke, which produces a lighter colored beer. They are sometimes referred to as bitter. There are many different kinds of pale ales. I have just the wrong one. This is just a Rivertown pale ale here. There are also, you'll find an American pale ale, a blonde, amber ale, and an India pale ale, otherwise known as IPA. A stout is a little bit darker. Its flavor is a little more bitter and bold, and it's darker because it's the malt or the barley that it's made with is roasted. Many different types of stouts. We have, this is a Great Lakes Porter, bourbon barrel stout, which I will be drinking later. An oatmeal stout, and my personal favorite is a milk stout, which is made with lactose. Wheat beers, like this one here, made by Blue Moon, they're called wheat beers because they are made with large amounts of wheat. Then lagers, more mild flavor. This one here is by Rivertown also. And lagers should be enjoyed cold. So now, by now, I'm sure you're wondering, how can I get my hands on one of these craft beers? Well, you can make them at home. Everything you need to brew beer at home can be purchased at a local brew shop. There's at least one over on the west side. Or, of course, you can purchase them online. You can purchase all the equipment you need and the ingredient kits online. According to the book I purchased it from Amazon.com for $1.99. The name of the book is called Brew Your First Batch. Andy Bullock gives you step-by-step instructions on how to brew it at home. Basically, you need one night to prepare your ingredients and then pour it into bottles and you let it sit for 3 weeks while it ferments. After that, you can enjoy it. But if you simply can't wait 3 weeks, you can go out and purchase it tonight. I purchased this assortment from Kroger. They have, most of the Kroger marketplaces will have individual craft beers. You can mix and match a 6-pack. I've also seen them at Biggs and Country Fresh Market. There's also an online resource called craftbeerclub.com. You can sign up, and for the low price of $38 a month, you have 12 beers delivered to your house every month. So in summary, I defined for you what a craft beer is, what type of brewery it comes from, the different types of brews, the most popular, how to start at home, and where you can purchase them. So while clearly we are a country with all the football and the nuclear weapons and such, we certainly have our fair share of beer. Thank you.